That's funny as hell. Sorry. Thank you for your purchase of the scarred 2DV8 plotter. At times, your plotter may need to be recalibrated should the printer not print correctly. Adjust the vertical or horizontal pitch as well as the ink intensity. When the calibration is complete, select the print button to print out a test page. The scarred 2DV8. 2DV8? That's hilarious. Plotters settings are very sensitive, and adjusting one setting may affect other settings. I'll come back to that later. I don't want to do this. Okay, let's see. What else is there? Anything else? Oh, that's if I want to call somebody. Cool. I mean, I think I did everything else. I'm really annoyed by that. I really don't want to hear that. Alright, I'm leaving. I'll see y'all later. Guess I'm taking the subway. Alright, I got a lot of places to go. First, let's go to JJ Ling's. It's by the Metro Stop place. Mong, I guess. Ooh, look at that travel. I love that. Dang, I have to transfer a lot. Alright, cool. Look at me. I think I'm in the right place. Maybe not.
Come in. Set your things down and come on over here.
Who?
Hi, JJ Ling.
Oh.
I shake your hand, but I get flour all over you. Oh, and Heather called and told me about your luggage. No worries. I have plenty of clothes in every size imaginable. Your bedroom's down that hall. The airline lost my luggage once, told me it was gone for good and paid me $100. Then 5 years later, my suitcase shows up on my doorstep. And a bill for the $100 they'd paid me. Plus interest.
What the hell? It showed up 5 years later?
It showed up 5 years later.
What? You don't believe me?
Of course I do.
Of course I do.
The worst part was I had to toss out almost everything that was in it. Clothes, makeup. I mean, the stuff was 5 years old, right? You like chocolate chip cookies?
You're not making them on my account, are you?
I love chocolate chip cookies.
So do I. And the nice thing is, I'm about 3 pounds shy of being the perfect size 12 that I need to be for Minette. I have a very high metabolism. So, I make cookies, I eat cookies, and since you're here, I share cookies.
Oh boy, there is a lot here. I love this. So just so you're aware of the questions, and honestly, I'm probably going to sign off in a little bit just to make sure that my recording goes perfectly. As this is a new laptop, I'm really hoping that nothing goes askew, and I will start up again in probably after like a half hour. But let's try to list everything. Why does Minette want you to be a size 12? Does anyone else live here? Can you think of anyone who might be out to get Minette? Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you? Okay.
Why does Minette want you to be a size 12?
Contractually, I have to be a size 12. See, Minette is into curves, so she designs clothes for full-figured curvy women. Because I signed on to be a fitting model, I have to maintain the ideal size 12 weight and shape.
What's a fitting model?
A fitting model puts on samples from a designer's latest line, so the designer can create each piece on a real live person instead of a dress form. It's not very exciting. In fact, it's totally boring. Plus, you're always getting stabbed with pins. But it pays the bills.
Does anyone else live here?
Nope, it's just me. And you now.
Oh.
Managed to get a short-term lease. Soon as I'm done being Minette's fitting model, I am out of here.
Can you think of anyone who might be out to get Minette?
Well, DIETER, obviously.
Ooh, her ex?
Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
He and Minette went out for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden, last April, Minette dumped him. Just tossed him aside like last month's edition of Vogue.
That's when she started getting the letters, like the threatening letters.
Do you know why she broke it off?
No idea. Although I suspect it has something to do with the fact that DIETER lets his pet boa constrictor run loose in that photographic studio of his.
Oh, well that's good to know.
He has a pet boa constrictor?
That's what I said. Don't you believe me?
Girl, can you calm the hell down?
Well, I guess.
Hardly anybody knows about it. I think it may be illegal. If you happen to be in there, be careful.
Oh, that's good to know.
Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. Heather needed a bunch of personal information so they can pay me, but I refused to give it out over the phone. I'm real paranoid about that sort of stuff. Don't ask me why, I just am. Go ahead and take it to her.
You betcha.
I'll be back in a bit.
See ya.
Am I allowed to look around? Oh, why do I feel like we're gonna bake a little bit? I feel like we're gonna bake at some point. Look at that. There's a phone here. Ooh, 20th anniversary issue. It's good intentions. They have more power than you think. The European dream. It's about belonging, not belongings. Oh, for real though. Cure for poetry phobia. Oh boy, there's a lot for me to read here. I'll come back to this, I think, later. 195. Look at this. This is so rad. What a cool place to live. Hey, look, a recycling bin.
Empty.
Oh, why do I seem disappointed by that? Oh, no, I didn't want to put that anywhere. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have a cell phone, that's right. Ooh. Ooh. Top story. Local mint growers, unhappy with the fact that mint prices have dropped to 15 a kilogram, are attempting to drive prices back up by withholding and sometimes destroying their harvest. As a result, fresh mint is in short supply in Paris, and both professional and amateur chefs alike have taken notice. Not surprisingly, a black market for mint sprang up almost as soon as supplies started to dwindle. Enterprising vendors do a thriving business in local parks and on street corners, sometimes charging €5 for a single sprig. The rack of lamb is a disaster without my signature mint sauce, lamented Christophe Parmelin, head chef at La Verte Buffet Bistro, who had been forced to cook without mint for the last 4 days. I add a pinch of mint to everything, echoed Suzette Lamere, a homemaker who has been unable to buy the herb for weeks. At least I used to. Nothing I cook tastes good anymore. It's terrible. While they are hoping their strike will put pressure on their largest customers, the companies that produce mint oil, mint growers have little sympathy for people like Parmeline and La Mer. Consumers have taken mint for granted long enough, said a grower who refused to give his name. It's high time that changed. Huh. Okay. That must be significant for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. But I'm sure it is. And at one point, I won't be surprised if we have to bake something. All right, I am going to sign off for a little bit. Oh, no. I'm going to sign off. And I'll probably be back in like a half hour. Hey, everyone. I am back after about an hour break. I'm going to try to cook. So I went out and bought ingredients, which is kind of annoying. Okay. We're gonna go to Rue de Bac. Because we're picking something up. I forget what we're picking up. I know I'm not exactly doing what, fucking what's her face wants me to do. Hey, speaking of, that's her ex-boyfriend, yeah?
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You lost your passport, so you're looking for the American consulate to get it replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said, only you didn't. Am I right?
Yeah! Well, we got the part about being an American, right? Actually, I'm looking for Dieter von Schwesterkrank. I think that's right. I don't know.
Well, you got the part about being an American, right?
But you're not lost? Ugh, I must be losing my touch. Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
Ach, I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean-Michel Traquenard, today. You're not really going to make me go back to Minette and tell her that, are you?
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean-Michel Traquenard, today.
My regrets once again. Do you know how to make prints?
No.
No.
Then you will learn. There is a binder on the bookshelf that will tell you how to make prints with the paper I use, which is Krollmeister Escachrome PB paper. The dark room is through the door with the red light by it, and the 4 negatives from which prints need to be made are next to the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
You're a joy, aren't you? Oh, you got a fish tank, though. That's awesome. Aw, hi, guys. Look, we found Nemo. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. That's gonna be significant, I'm sure. The fish tank? I don't know. Alright, let's see what else there is. That looks weird. That looks like a little peephole.
What's this?
That's just a toy I made when I was a boy. Go ahead and play with it if you want. I still do.
I really don't want to be perfectly honest. Cool.
Nice camera. Is it digital?
Yes, very high res though. Very limited capacity. Would you like to borrow it?
Not right now.
That's all right. Thank you anyway.
If you change your mind, let me know.
Alright, thank you. Ooh, look, a guitar. Where did you say it was, homeboy? I have to go inside the dark room, I'm guessing. I guess I'm going inside the dark room. I think this is it. Oh, fuck, that's not it. No. I want to go back. I went in the wrong direction, sorry. This is where I want
Just
to go.
make sure you don't knock over anything in there. Some of those chemicals are extremely volatile.
Everyone here is fucking volatile. Why is there a toilet here? Oh, it's because this is his bathroom. Okay.
Whoa, look at all those bottles of chemicals. One false move and boom.
Love that. Where are the instructions? Oop. Not turning that on. Where's the fucking instructions? Didn't he say something about instructions? Okay. Am I nuts? Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. I can't look at my journal in here. Is it too dark? Apparently. Where are the frickin' instructions? How do I get out of here?
Help yourself!
Did I just go potty? Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. Met Dieter von Schwester-Krank, a fashion photographer who needs me to develop some film for him. He seems helpful. Get this. It looks like Sunny June, the guy who was the assistant before I was, worked at the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C., was Minette's last assistant, which means I should probably study that notebook he left behind because, as I recall, Sunny may have been into aliens and stuff, but he was also very observant, especially when it came to fixing things. Minette's best friend would appear to be a dress form she has named Carol. Given Minette's social skills or lack thereof, this is not surprising. There's this really interesting article in the Utni magazine at Xinjiang's about this guy who explores the tunnels and catacombs that are under Paris. Oh yeah, I didn't actually read that. Sounds like he knows more about them than the authorities do. Apparently, Minette used to date Dieter von Schwester-Krank, this German fashion photographer who works out of Paris, only she dumped him rather unexpectedly. If he's bitter about it, and who could blame him, that could explain the nasty letters and phone calls she's been getting. JJ Ling may be a famous model, but she acts like a totally normal person. Her apartment smells wonderful because she's always baking cookies, and I could listen all day to that Australian accent of hers. One of the nice things about staying with Xinjiang is being able to read an English version of the daily newspaper. It'll make it easier to keep up with what's going on in Paris. Alright. Check out the list.
Been there, done that.
Go to Square du Vert. I did not do that. Fix the plotter. Did not. Check out everything in the Moulin. Nope. Pick up that envelope from JJ Ling.
Been there, done that.
Give the envelope I picked up from JJ to Heather. Take a good look around JJ's place. And remember, you can tell a lot about people by what they read. Pick up those fabric photos from Dieter von Schwesterkrank.
Oops, haven't done that.
Hole up in Dieter's darkroom and get those prints made. I would love to, but I don't know how to do this shit. So, there's nothing in here that tells me. Homeboy,